6 cars, 8 laps. The lineup will be set. Some fan is going to get $122.50. See how clear it sounds? Remember to follow us at AtomicSpeedway.net, also UltimateSupers.com. Also remember to go to Buckeye Late Model Dirt Week on Facebook. Give us a like. We also have the Ultimate Mid-Ohio Valley Super Late Model Series. Give us a like and a follow on Twitter as well. Ultimate Battle of the Bluegrass Super Late Model Series. Mike. Okay, is that any better, guys? Is that any better?
So we do have one more modified heat race still to come as well.
Okay.
So the 14 machine of Conkle getting the assistance off the racetrack. Here's going to be the lineup for our third and final heat race.
Oh, you got another heat race for the modifieds coming up. My goodness. I jumped the gun. Mike, I'm sorry.
Hey, I like it when someone's on the ball and in a hurry here. But we do have one more heat race.
Heat number 3 for the mods. Then it's the money dash next.
We were calling for the late models to get lined up, so we're good to go. That's all right. You smacked your head there on the counter, so here's the lineup. On the pole, the 32 machine of Chad Roush out of Reedsville, Ohio, that Polymer Services machine. Outside of row number 1 out of Jackson, Ohio, picked up his first career win here earlier this season. That's going to be Seth Daniels in the 21. Row number 2, young man's been getting faster and faster each and every week, driving that 22 machine. That is Evan Seitz out of Londonderry. Outside of row number 2, out of Parkersburg, West Virginia, the KC-44 machine of Casey Burdett. Row number 3 on the inside out of Orient, Ohio, the 29 machine of Danny Moore. And on the outside from Chillicothe, Ohio, the youngster Dalton Cheney in the 99. Row number 4 out of Zanesville, Ohio. Keep your eye on this guy. The legend, longtime competitor, picked up a win earlier this season. That's going to be Rick Auckland in the 12 car from Zanesville. In outside of row number 4, the 11J machine of Derek Smith. And on the tail from Manchester, the 610 of Matt Edmiston. 8 laps, top 5. Move on here in heat race number 3. And you see already got late models lined up for their fast dash. B mains are posted. You'll be up next for the late model. Green flag is out. And problems for Evan Seitz right off the bat. The 22 machine struggled to take off up front. Seth Daniels going to lead him to turn number 3. Still problems for Evan Seitz as he's dropping through the field. Daniels going to lead lap number 1. Roush in second. Here comes Casey Burdett. Rick Auckland, the bottom of the racetrack, putting some pressure on Danny Moore as they battle for 4th spot. Burdett going to take over second. So out front, Seth Daniels the leader. Casey Burdett into second. Chad Roush in third. Rick Auckland had a bad qualifying run as that car broke at the end of his first lap. And already in a transfer position here in heat race number 3, looking for more. So Daniels out front, Casey Burdett into second. Chad Roush and Auckland side by side as they go to turn number 3. Contact between those 3rd and 4th place cars. Everybody keeps moving. We stay green. Meanwhile, up front, Burdett putting some pressure on Seth Daniels. Evan Seitz into the infield. Again, Burdett now going to dive to the inside of Seth Daniels through turns 1 and 2. Daniels going to use the momentum on the high side to hold him off down the backstretch. But Burdett going to look again underneath him through 3 and 4. 2 to go this time by Casey Burdett, our new leader at the line. Seth Daniels not giving up. Burdett going to slide up in front of him. Daniels, though, going to look back underneath him as they go to turn 3. White flag in the air for Casey Burdett. Seth Daniels into second. Rick Auckland in third. Chad Roush in fourth. Danny Moore in that 5th and final transfer. Checker flag's going to wave. Casey Burdett takes the win. Seth Daniels comes home in second. Rick Auckland in third, Chad Roush in fourth, and Danny Moore takes that fifth and final transfer.
And then we're going to interview the winner to decide who gets the money.
I thought you was going to...
Attention! Attention, late model B main. Line them up. Your B main is next. Buckeye late model dirt week B main. Buckeye late model dirt week race 1 B main here at Atomic Speedway. Please line up. Your B main is next after the dash. Okay, race fans. So we are getting ready to bring the 6 cars out for the money dash. Up for grabs is $122.50. The winner with the winning name in the egg that the winning car we name choose from when I head down there trackside will be the winner of the money. So 6 names were chosen. 6 names chose these 6 drivers. Whichever driver wins the race, they will draw the name. That name will win $122.50. Does that sound simple, Mike Goins? Did I explain that pretty fairly easy?
Everything sounds simple to me.
That's right. What do you teach, by the way, Mike?
I teach anything they're willing to learn.
So you're like a substitute teacher? Or?
No, I actually teach marketing and sales.
Oh, well, there you go.
So they're drawing now.
They are drawing now. The drawing has begun. Each driver is being given an egg, which they will hold on in the cockpit of the race car. No, they're not. They're not. I'm playing. They're just drawing the names out is what they're doing. What's going on?
I just think it's just, I can hear you real good when you guys are talking now.
Bad earbuds. Okay. You can hear us fine now? All right. I wanted to help you. Lend a helping hand. Thank you to DirtOnDirt.com, all late models all the time, and DirtOnDirt.com. Michael Rigsby and all the great folks with Dirt on Dirt do a phenomenal job. We have them covered all of our ultimate events, Ultimate Southeast, the Ultimate Northeast, the Ultimate Mid-Ohio Valley, the Ultimate Battle of the Bluegrass. Thank you to what they do for Dirt Late Model Racing. They are doing pay-per-view coverage of Fairbury for the first time ever. The Prairie Dirt Classic on DirtOnDirt.com. Remember, Atomic Speedway is off this weekend, so if you decide not to go to Wayne County Speedway or Moeller Raceway Park, you can go to DirtOnDirt.com and see coverage of the Prairie Dirt Classic for the first time ever. My good friend, the voice of the world of outlaws, Mr. Rick Eshelman on the call. And that will be, again, that awesome event coming up at the Prairie Dirt Classic at DirtOnDirt.com. We're getting ready here for the dash. Money dash. All right, Mike Goins, what do you think's going to happen, brother?
Well, they're actually drawing for their starting positions in this dash as well, I'm being told.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, it looks like being told.
Am I understanding the 21 car goes from 5th to 1st?
That's what they just drew. So Kenny Howe going to start on the pole. And outside is going to be the 11 car of Jared Hawkins. He drew the 2. Steve Casebolt drew the 3. Doug Drown gets the 4. And the 32 of Chad Stapleton's got the 5. And our quickest qualifier, Tim Doan, gets the 6.
Wow. Talk about getting the short end of the stick on that deal. That's just, wow. The man goes from 5th to 1st, 6th to worst for the pole for Tim Doan, the quick qualifier. He'll start 6th now in the the Money Dash. I like this, though, Mike. It makes things interesting because we said that Tim Dome, we'd like to see him fight his way back to the front and get those spots needed, because the way you finish in this Money Dash, not only is $122.50 up for grabs, you also lock in the A-Main starting 6 top 3 rows.
Of course, as a fan, no fan likes just to see straight-up racing all night long. So this definitely adds an extra little element to it. So not only did they draw for their positions here that you and I weren't aware of, but then they're also going to determine how they start this race based on how they finish.
And I will actually go down trackside when this race is concluded, and we will grab an interview with the Money Dash winner, and we'll also reunite them, or not reunite, we will unite the car winner with the fan winner. Tim Dome, Steve Casebolt, Hawkins, Stapleton, Howell, Drown, that's all been scratched. It's the new lineup. Here we go with now Howell bringing him the green flag. Jared Hawkins. Jay Bird Hawkins on the outside. We're underway in the Money Dash. Oh, Hawkins off the track out of turn 2, and he saves it.
Kenny Howell slid right up in front of him. And
whoa!
Now we got a tire and wheel off.
Is that Doug Drown's car? And that tire has shot up the catch fence. Look out in the infield. That tire's coming at you. In turns 3 and 4. Come on. Just in front of the truck. Wow, that could have been bad, Mike Goins.
Not pretty there in Doug Drown out of Worcester, Ohio.
Man.
Not wanting to see that. Not sure if that wheel broke or maybe wasn't on secure or
This
something.
is where I wish we had an instant replay monitor in front of us.
So we'll see what happened. It just looked like it kind of rolled over, and the car bounced as that went flying through the air. So,
Did not get a lap in.
Understanding they did not get a lap in. And it will be a complete restart with the exception of Worcester, Ohio's Hammer Doug Drown. The Hammer, man, it looked like the entire birdcage up in the air, bounced back down on the racetrack in turns 3 and 4 on the banks of Atomic Speedway, Mike. And then it just tore up the undercarriage of the left rear. The tire disintegrated, flew through the air. Might be some brake rotor parts and more. Don't know what's going on over there, but we are definitely got a serious problem with the Hammer Doug Drown. I'm sure we were not going to see him anymore tonight.
Well, I don't know. Doug taking a look at it there underneath, and of course, great crew and supporter. Doug always been a strong competitor throughout the region, and the first time we've seen him here this season. But he's run the Dirt Week program the last couple years, and always a force to be reckoned with.
That's right.
And of course, being in the dash, locked in already, he's going to be in the top 6. So at this point, he'll be starting 6 in tonight's feature event.
Tomorrow night we'll be at Moeller. Raceway Park. Moeller Raceway Park. That's in your neck of the woods, ain't you? Don't you announce it at Atomic and Moeller, Mike?
I do, both. That's normally my Friday night track, and here on Saturday night. So always good racing. Very different quarter-mile bull ring down there.
Do you just not like the traveling life like I do, traveling all over the country? You don't like it? You like being a homebody?
Not really, but I just kind of got roped into the start. That's where I started my announcing, kind of a last-minute gig down there, and I've just kind of stuck with it. They've always treated me right, so I've always been there.
So Mike will travel. Mike will travel. If you want to go to across the country, you'll do it, right? The money's right, and the accommodations are good. I heard, definitely. But it's always good to be a homebody in your racetrack, and being a school teacher, that's really cool. Do y'all have summer break? Do you have summer break, or is there you're out for the summer, or you do year-round school? Or
I'm already back in. I do a lot of extra work, and so I take some time, but not a lot.
I am ready for high school football to crank back up.
As someone who
I love racing, but I love football.
As someone who manages all the concession stands for our school sporting events, I'm not real excited about that part.
Oh, well, as somebody that gets to broadcast high school football for radio, I'm definitely looking forward to it. 3 and Out Radio Network, the voice of the Comets in 2018, coming to you, coming up in mid-August. It'll be here before we know it. Well, so one car is scratched. The Hammer Doug Drown is out. So it's Jared Hawkins, Kenny Howell, Steve Casebolt, Tim Dome, Chad Stapleton. We're back to green with 5.
That first lap was very exciting, but it don't count. So as we try it again, this time Hawkins going to get a run on the outside. Kenny Howell doesn't get a chance. Here comes Casebolt all the way to the bottom. Casebolt going to slide up into second spot. Hawkins going to lead lap number 1.
Well, they're zigging and zagging, fighting, clawing, back to 1 and 2 up the racetrack. It's going to be the machine of the Jayhawk, Jared Hawkins. He'll lead the way. In second spot, Steve Casebolt. Battle for third. Howell and Dome battle. Sideways goes Howell up the racetrack. He started on the pole, but he's back to fifth, back in turn 1.
Chad Stapleton now.
Oh, he's sideways out of 2.
Gathers it up. We stay green. Meanwhile, Hawkins.